Hello friends, now we are studying band pass filter. So basically what is band pass filter? Band pass filter allows the certain range of frequency at output terminal. It means it will not allow every frequency. It will allow only certain range of frequencies. Next point is band pass filter is obtained with a combination of low pass filter and high pass filter. Now we are going to discuss. And the third one is the cutoff frequency of low pass filter must be greater than cutoff frequency of high pass filter. This also I'm going to explain. The band pass filter is made of two filter, basically low pass filter and high pass filter. I'm drawing the frequency and transfer function diagram here. This is H j omega and this is omega. This is omega and this is H of j omega. So when we will draw this circuit, and this is the example of high pass filter. So we need to take care that the cutoff frequency of low pass filter must be greater than cutoff frequency of high pass filter. Let us assume we have low pass filter having cutoff frequency of 500 Hz and we are having cutoff frequency of high pass filter that is 200 Hz. So when we will overlap these two signal, then we will get the total H of j omega and this is frequency. So we have low pass filter having cutoff frequency of 500 Hz. So I am drawing with the dotted line here. This is 500 Hz and we are having high pass filter with frequency of 200 Hz. So this will be 200 Hz and we will draw like this. So what we are getting is the overlapping area. The overlapping area represent that in this particular range of frequency we will get the output signal. Means here if it is H of j omega, then we will get the output between 200 Hz and 500 Hz. So this circuit is not passing the lower frequency. No, this circuit is not passing the higher frequency. This is only passing the particular range of frequency between 200 Hz and 500 Hz. So this is, I am drawing once again. If this is omega and this is H of j omega, this is the example of band pass filter. You can draw high pass filter and low pass filter in cascade and you can get the band pass filter easily. But there should be a condition that the cutoff frequency of low pass filter must be greater than cutoff frequency of high pass filter. Cut. Now I am drawing the example. This is high pass filter and this is low pass filter. It is a cascade connection of low pass filter and high pass filter. So this will become plus minus Vi and this will become plus minus V naught. This is C1 R1 and this is R2 C2. Both high pass filter and low pass filter will have cutoff frequency, and the condition is cutoff frequency of low pass filter must be greater than cutoff frequency of high pass filter. It is not necessary that you will represent always the high pass filter first and low pass filter later. No, you can change the direction, you can change the orientation, but only you have to keep in mind that the cutoff frequency of low pass filter must be greater than cutoff frequency of high pass filter. So this is the basic diagram. Now I am going to draw a practical example. Example is 1 by 2, 2C1 again, L1 by 2 in series with 2C1, and here the parallel combination of L and C. Plus minus Vi and plus minus V naught. So now we will check at omega is equal to, I am writing here, at omega is equal to 0, omega is equal to infinity, and we must check at resonance. Now I will discuss. First, omega is equal to 0. So at omega is equal to 0, inductor will be represented as short circuit and this capacitor will be open circuit. So if we will draw at omega is equal to 0, this will be short circuit and this will be open circuit, and again short circuit and open circuit, and here it will be short circuit and it will be open circuit. So from this circuit we can easily get that plus minus Vi and this is plus minus V naught. So V naught will be equal to simply 0 at omega is equal to 0. Now I am going to check at here at omega is equal to infinity for this circuit. So for this circuit omega is equal to infinity, we get for inductor open circuit, for capacitor short circuit, and for inductor we get open circuit, for capacitor we'll get short circuit, and for inductor open and for capacitor short circuit. So this is how we can draw the circuit at omega is equal to infinity. So from this circuit we can also get that V naught will be equal to 0 here. So what we are getting is at omega is equal to 0, we are getting output is equal to 0, and at omega is equal to infinity, we are getting output is equal to 0 here. But if we will check on the resonance condition, then there must pass a input to the output terminal. So we are checking at the resonant condition. So at resonance condition, when only L and C is present, here I am showing the dotted line. So L and C, this will become same, and this can be represented by short circuit because the total impedance will be 0, and if the impedance is 0, then simply we can represent this by short circuit and this also short circuit, and the parallel combination of L and C will be represented as open circuit. We have discussed in earlier. Let us assume this is J4 and this is minus J4. So the total impedance we will calculate. So total impedance will be infinity. So we can represent this by open circuit. So at condition of resonance, if LC is present, then that can be represented by short circuit, and if parallel LC are present, then that would be represented by open circuit during resonance condition. So we are drawing this circuit at resonance. So at resonance, this first half will be represented by short circuit and this by open circuit, and this once again by short circuit. So plus minus Vi plus minus V naught. We can see clearly that at condition of resonance, we are getting V naught is equal to Vi. Means we can say that at resonance we are getting the signal at output. So here it is all about the band pass filter.